Hello friends and welcome back. I'm Enterprise Architecture. We are back here playing more All the Mods 10 Lite on our community Minecraft server. We've been having such a great time getting into adventures and trouble with a bunch of our friends. And some of that I'm recording and turning into episodes, some of it I'm not. So you're missing out on a little bit if you're not playing with us on the server here. There seems to be always people playing. Pretty much anytime I've dropped in, I've seen somebody on. So it's been a really wild time. If you do want to play with us, all you have to do is click the link below to join our Discord, and you can join for free. It's open to the public. Anybody that wants to come play can come play. But today I am going to jump into a quest that I've been putting off for a while, and that's starting to work on Industrial Foregoing. So with no further ado, let's dive right in. All right, so here is the Industrial Foregoing quest line. There's a lot. Some of this is really interesting and intimidating to me, like this wither builder that you use to basically gather wither gas or ether gas, I guess it is. That's going to be a series of challenges here that we're going to have to get to. But today we're not going to worry about all of that stuff. We are going to start off with the very basics, and that means getting into making some item and fluid transport. We already did this in like the second episode. We're going to make a pitiful generator, and then we're going to get into fluid extraction using our fluid extractor. That's going to make latex from logs for us, and that's going to get us into plastic production, which hopefully should be relatively easy for us. Now, I also want to look into getting a block placer here. There's an Industrial Foregoing one. I think there's another one that we can use here, but this is going to be one of the first things that we're going to need so that we can cut down the trees. We need a fluid extractor. Let's do that. We are going to need a latex processor. We're going to do that, and we're going to need a furnace. So let's go ahead and do the same one, even though we have a much better furnace right now. Furnace. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and use this one. Great. So all of that starts at the very beginning of having a pitiful generator. Pitiful gen. Yeah, that's the one. All right, so this we can probably make. We need to make a pity machine frame. There we go. With that, we should be able to make our pitiful generator. We're going to use this for a little while, but honestly, we're going to replace it back with our main power network pretty much immediately. I just want to make it to make sure that we're getting the completion of the quest. We are going to need to make a fluid extractor. I think that's going to be pretty easy for us. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And you know what? I probably want to make a lot of these, like 4 of these all said and done, because we want to have a row of fluid extraction so that we can get a faster production of our fluids. The other thing I wanted to know here is, can we easily grow these in something? Bioreactor, no. I really need some sort of an automated tree system, and I haven't figured out how to automate trees yet in this pack. Oh, you know what? I bet you the plant sower and the plant gatherer together will get us that same sort of thing. So let's try those. But again, those are a little ways off. So, fluid extractor, can we make more of these? Yeah, we can. Let's go ahead and make 3 of those. We're going to make up 3 pitiful frames. There we go. And we are going to make up 3 pistons. I really need to get auto crafting set up with AE2, but we are not close to that yet. All right, so there is 4 fluid extractors. I think I remember that these don't take any power, so we should be okay on that front. Yeah, so with these, we can get started. The last thing we're going to want to do is a latex processing unit. So let's go to make ourselves up a couple of buckets. There we go. We will make ourselves up another pity machine frame, and we will, of course, make ourselves up another furnace. There we go. And now we can make that. This is going to require power, so let's grab some coal. Grab 1 stack of coal out of there. Perfect. And yeah, that should be all we need. Let's go out and try and get this set up. Now, first things first, we will go ahead and use a spruce sapling to be our beginning of this. This is actually on top of our ore berry setup. And then let's go ahead and grow this sapling. Oh, that's not enough to grow it. Okay, well, yeah, we're going to need more bone meal. Bone meal. Let's just do that for now. We've got plenty of bones. We might want to go ahead and start using our skeleton hostile neural network farm, but yeah, this will do for now. We're going to put a fluid extractor on every side of this. And you know what we should really do is we should go make up some, oh, this does need power. Oh my. All right, so let's go to make up some power cables and some fluid cables here. Let's see here. Mechanisms cables should probably be the easiest because yeah, we can make those pretty easily. Let's do mechanism basic mechanical pipes. Oh, and for that we are gonna need to make some more buckets. Mechanical pipe. Give me those. All right, and let's go ahead and make up the basic universal cables. There we go. And we'll use our pitiful generator to generate the power for all of that. Okay. Right over here. And I tell you what, let's do the power cables on top, and we'll do the fluid cables around the bottom. We'll do that. And then the fluid cables, yeah, we can go like out here. There, and then we need our handy dandy configurator to be able to pull out just like that. That'll pull those out, and then we need to tell it where we want to insert it. We're going to insert it into the latex processing unit. That we will put right here, and we're going to tell it insert into U. That's going to need power as well. Let's put power here. And we'll start with our pitiful generator, and we'll just plonk this onto our system like here, just for convenience sake. Throw that in there, and this should start powering everything. Oh, it looks like these are working even without power, which is impressive. I guess power just makes it go faster. This should be getting latex, but to make up our plastic, we are going to need water here. So dry rubber. Oh, it's not saying how it does it, but I guarantee you that this fluid needs to have water to be able to make that. So we are going to have some source of water. I think a sink is probably the silliest way to do that. Oh, and you know what? We have a sink actually. We have one in our backpack because Kaylee gave us one. There's a sink. And actually to be even sillier, we'll use exactly the setup that she gave us for this with our fluid hopper. All right, fluid hopper goes on the side there. Sink goes here. There we go. This is now getting fluid, latex, fluid, water, and that should, in theory, be able to start making up our plastic as soon as this gets to one bucket. All right, so I've been working on a few little things, and while we were doing that, Naru stopped by and gave us some ice cream. It's a nice hot day, so I think ice cream would be perfect to go along with everything else here. We're working and crafting, we deserve some dessert. Yeah, we've earned that. Let's go ahead and hook this up to our copper furnace that we had on hand from Iron Furnaces. We've had that since really, really early in the pack as well. We just need to run some power to it now that it is in factory mode, just like this. Oh, those are the wrong cables. Wrong cables. There we go. These are the right cables. And we need our configurator to tell this to pull out our plastic into here. And this should be able to take inputs on the left and right. And I really just want to clear all of these out because I want this to output from this side. There we go. Okay, so this is slowly getting power. This is supposedly supposed to be making plastic, but we are just so slow on making our latex here. We're just not getting sap out of this fast enough. Part of that might be that this one is pointing in the right direction. Point you in the right direction. How about now? You doing better? Hopefully you'll do much better with that. So these are just awfully, awfully slow at this point. But hopefully, eventually these will be done. This is why we really need like a row of these to be able to extract more fluid. And also we want to add upgrades to them. Industrial Foregoing has a number of upgrades. Industrial. Yeah, there we go. All of these are various upgrades that you can add to it. So like speed increase is going to be very useful. We can do that with latex. So basically, as soon as we have latex production going, this is the way that we can upgrade that. Gold gears should be pretty easy for us to make. Yeah, they're really simple. Tier 2 is also latex. It only requires diamond and sugar. We can do that. Tier 3 is ironically, wait, no, that's efficiency. Okay, so tier 2 apparently, is that as high as it goes? Yeah, maybe that is as high as it goes. Okay, so we'll just have to do a bunch of tier 2 ones for now, unless there's a tier 3 one that we missed. Ooh, processing. I don't even know what it does, but it sounds great. Okay, wonderful. So speed upgrades should be the first thing that we make with our newly gained plastic as soon as this is done. All right, at this point, we've gotten 3 pieces of plastic. That's actually one more than we actually needed. We should probably make ourselves up a tank from mechanism as well. Let's see here. Mech, tank. Yeah, one of these would be absolutely delightful right now. That'll help us store our fluids. We don't want any of that. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. We need to make up the machine that makes these add-ons. That's a dissolution chamber. I think we'll be able to make that. It's still just a pitiful machine frame. That's easy for us. Diamond gears we can totally do. We can make more buckets. 1, 2 of those. There is our dissolution chamber. Wonderful. Now we just need to get all of the things we need to be able to make our speed tier 2 add-on. That means we're going to need some more diamond gears. All day, we're going to want 8 of these. So let's do, excuse me, we're going to want 4 of these. So we're going to do 8 gears. Okay, great. We're going to need some sugar, and we'll need 8 of those. Well, I screwed that up. There's 8 of those. We are going to need panes of glass, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what else are we missing? Redstone. Of course we need redstone. Redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Okay, so that is all the ingredients that we are going to need to be able to make up those add-ons. We will take the dissolution chamber over to our setup over here, along with our tank and everything else. Let's start restructuring this just a little bit. Oh, I don't want to lose the latex. Oh, there's no latex in it. Okay, perfect. Let's take that out. Let's take this out. And we will pump everything into a fluid tank first. Let's put that here. That'll work. And now we can put our dissolution chamber on one side of this. I think we'll do it over here. Let's do that. And let's see if we can tell it to input from this side. Oh, it can input, but we're going to need a pipe to be able to do that. So where's our mechanical pipes? There we go. Mechanical pipe. Put you down here. Dissolution chamber. We're going to put you down right here. Great. So this should start getting that in there as soon as we configure it to do so. Okay, we need... Oh, is there no fluid? Oh, we're slowly getting our fluid in there. Okay, wonderful. Let's wire this up. Easy enough off of our main cable. Okay, that's going. It's getting a little bit of power. And now we're going to pass in all of these options. Oh, there's no plus button. So we just have to do it manually. And that's going to be okay for us. There we go. And we're out of power already. Did that not work? It's basically using up the power as quickly as we get it. Oh, and then progress resets. Okay, let's remove our item out of here because it looks like it's using up more power than we've got, and that's going to be a problem. I think this is the point where we do actually have to start using our flux point because otherwise we are not going to be able to keep up with this. So let's make up a flux point. For that, we are going to need one more flux core. There we go. Flux point. This one. There we go. And now we can configure this to our free power network from town instead of using our pitiful generator. You're just pitiful generator, sadly. Free power. Bypass limit power surge allowed. Perfect. Okay. That should solve our power woes here. Yeah, we're full up now. And now we just put the one piece of redstone in there. And slowly but surely, that's going to tick through and give us our speed upgrade. Let's go ahead and break our furnace there. We don't need that anymore. And this is almost to the point where we've got 2 done, or 1 done, sorry. But we should be able to make 2, right? Yeah. We'll be able to make 2 off of this. Okay, that means we can start putting our other items back in, start working on the second one. Unfortunately, these do not stack in these slots. So 200% speed boost, we'll put you on here. That should go considerably quicker. The only thing we might have to watch out for is that it might break that log eventually. And I think, yeah, we're at the point now where it has indeed broken the log. We can cut down this tree. And then we can see here, yeah, it's only barely actually touched that log. So we can put more logs in as it breaks them. But yeah, that's slowly but surely going up. There's our second tier 2 add-on. Let's put this in this fluid extractor. And actually, just to see if I'm right, can we stack these? No, you can't stack them. 1 at a time is all you can do. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right, I went ahead and made a 5th one just for good measure so that now we will have an extra, and now we can convert this back to doing latex processing here. So let's actually just shuffle this around just a little bit here. We want to put our latex processing unit here this time. We'll put our fluid hopper here this time, and we'll do another extraction cable for our mechanical pipes. Let's do it on this side now. There we go. And then this is going to be kind of densely packed in here. We're probably going to want to move all of this setup at some point in the near future, but this will do for now. Power pipes need to go on top. I really wish my jetpack wasn't so fast, honestly. I know that that's a terrible problem to have here, but slowly but surely, yeah, we're getting our latex in. These are going actually pretty quick. I'm pretty content with how well that's doing. Put our speed add-on in here just so that this process is really quick. And then we will make sure that this gets pulled out of here into here. I do love that there's no need to make tiny dry rubber into regular dry rubber in this instance. And a lot of other packs, you get the tiny balls and you have to turn it into big pieces and then smelt it. This just helps us to skip a step, and that'll make it a lot easier for us. All right, so we've done all of that stuff. Next up here, let's collect our resources here. Oh, we got some pipes and stuff. Good. Okay. That gave us a pink slime bucket. That's awfully nice. That's actually a thing we can use. We need to get a bucket of latex, which is kind of weird. Let's turn off this for now. There we go. And that way we can actually grab up a bucket of it. We have some buckets on hand. All right, so we should be able to get a bucket out of that. There we go. That's going to give us some rewards from that. We'll grab this up, and oh, that's how we got our fluid tank. If we had done this the right way, we wouldn't have had this problem. I believe we can just go and steal some dry rubber before it gets processed. Let's see if we can do that. Did we accidentally pull the upgrade out of this? No, it's still got the upgrade in it. Okay, so we just need to wait for some dry rubber to be done. We can literally just dump a block in there, and hopefully we'll grab it before the furnace picks it up. Perfect. Okay, put that in there. That will go. Oh, that's going into the front. We never told it that it can input from the front. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And that will output to the side too, which is wonderful. Let's see here. What else can we do with this? We should reset this back up to continue to pull out of here. There we go. And so plastic production is just up and going at this point. Like we're just cranking out plastic. That's what we want to see. All right. Let's take a look at our quest real quick here. We got that. We got this. Let's just go and grab all of them up here at once. Come on, move out the way. There. Oh, and we got an extra upgrade for that. Add on speed tier 1. That's not really useful, but we can find out one of my burning questions, which is, does a speed tier 1 stack? It does not. We can only have tier 1 or tier 2. That is fine. I'm glad that we were able to complete that quest with the tier 2, no problem. And let's see here. Now we need to move on to block placers and planters. So yeah, do we need to make both of these? Yeah, okay, so I think we do a block placer for that, and hopefully the plant gatherer will indeed let us grab up our trees once they're done. So let's try that and see if we can't get it going. If we find out we have to give it like something funky like fertilizer, we are going to be in trouble here. Okay, so we need the plant sower first. Oh, all of these things are unknown to us. Iron gears are easy. All right. Pistons are easy. Let's see here. Pitty machine frame. And flower pot? Do we not have bricks? I know we've got clay. 1, 2, 3 of those. Let's throw those in the furnace. That will be done before we know it. It will take a little while to pull out, but it will be done before we know it. That's the important part. Flower pot. Plant sower. Okay, now we can sow plants. We're going to need some dirt to be able to do the planting. There we go. We are going to need a plant gatherer. I assume that this will indeed harvest wood, but we might need a block breaker instead. I don't know. Okay, it's going to require 1 hoe. It's going to require 2 axes. There we go. We are going to need another pitty machine frame. More gold gears. And there we go. That'll do that. I assume the range is probably 1 by 1 to start. Do we have the Industrial Foregoing manual? We do have the Industrial Foregoing manual. We're going to drop some of our extra nonsense off back into our inventory here. Pink slime bucket. Yeah. We can use that for something. Okay, so that should be the plant gatherer, the plant sower, and then I guess the block placer is the last thing that we want to do here. So let's go to make one of those up. Droppers. There we go, block placer. All right, let's see if that completed the quest. No, we need a block breaker as well. Okay. Block breaker. Done. Let's put our plastic in here too, because we're going to use it as we go. We will make up shovel. We will make up a pick. We will make up our gears. And then we will get credit for the block breaker, even though we don't really need it. Okay, wonderful. So let's try and set up our plant sower and see if we can't figure out how to get our spruce saplings up and growing. Let's try and do that over here. I'm going to fill in this creeper hole because it's just dangerous to leave this sort of thing laying around where anybody can fall into it. All right, so let's see if we can figure out how to get this thing working. It's been a while since I've done the plant grower, but I think we're going to want to come over a little bit so that we have a 3x3 area to start. I'm sure we can upgrade this at some point, but I just don't remember when and how exactly we do that, aside from the range upgrade, which I don't think works on this block. So the plant sower should be able to sow the plants wherever you tell it to sow. In this case, we're going to say sow right here, and hopefully that will do the thing. We will need to run some power over to it. Let's do this side. Actually, let's go down below here. That'll just make it a little easier. And we'll clean up our mess. Okay, so that should, in theory, know that it is supposed to be planting. Input. Show working area. Yeah, it planted it. Okay, that's what we like to see. Okay, so now it's just going to plant things whenever it can right there. We are going to need a plant gatherer. I believe we can do that probably like in this same spot here. Although in theory, we could put these in every spot and then just make a range add-on. That could be the way to do this. What do we need for a range add-on? The basic range add-on is Latex again, really cheap. Okay, no problem. Let's put you here. Let's put the range add-on in here once we get this put down here. And just show me your working area real quick. Yeah, you will indeed break. Oh, you're not going to break that block, are you? No, you're not, because that's this working area. Cool. Well, we know how to fix that, don't we? We can go to our dissolution chamber, and we can disconnect this rubber production, and we can connect up this rubber production. And we also need to put another block in the middle, because that's broken. And let's go get everything that we need for our range add-on real fast. We've got almost one's worth. Let's see here. And I'm really hoping the range add-on will then increase this to that entire area. But we will find out momentarily. Okay, there is our tier 1 range add-on. Just shut you down for a second here. Put you in here. Yeah, there you go. Look at that working area. 3 by 3. That's what we want to see. And now that means that we can take these and start putting them all around you. Oh, but you are going to need a range add-on, aren't you? All right, let's go ahead and bucket this just to make it a little bit more consistent there. We already have 1.5 in here, but whatever. This should make our tier 1 range add-on to add to that block. Any second now. Perfect. Hey, who's shooting at me? Okay, dealt with that. And let's go ahead and try and add this here. Perfect. Okay, that'll now plant in any of those blocks. Wonderful. And yeah, we just have to wait for these to grow up. Now, I don't think we're going to need to have like an especially fast gathering of these, but let's find out if this is even going to work. Oh, you're not getting power. Oh, okay. That's going to be a problem. There, now you have power. Okay, great. That took care of that. You gathered those up and you produced sludge for some reason. But that's what we like to see here, is that it is grabbing up those 2 items. So we are going to want to put our block placer facing down here. Let's make sure that we can do that in a way that makes sense. Put that there. Block placer. Did you go down? I think you went down. Okay, great. And now we just need a way of filtering items back and forth. There's a couple of different ways we can do that. The easiest way is to just use locked drawers. So let's do that. We're going to need some drawers. Birch drawer. I would love another birch drawer. Can I make another one of these? Oh, we don't have enough birch. Birch. Nope. I'll take any drawer, honestly, at this point. Any drawer in a storm is good by me. Great. We'll do an acacia drawer. Totally live with that. So each of these I can then lock to have only a single item going into it. That'll work pretty easily. We'll also need a tank to hold the sludge. Now, I am worried that drawers are going to fill up faster than I am knowing what to do with them. That could be a problem. Let's get a few more logistic pipes. Okay. Let's see here. So, like I said, the easiest way here is to start outputting from the plant gatherer. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get it to just give me the fluid out the side. Because we don't really have any use for sludge at this exact moment. Let's do right here, and we will do the tank here. And we'll see if we can't get you to give me what I want. Sludge going in there, that's what we want. And then items, I think maybe we come up and over with our items, right? Basic logistical pipe. We'll put you like right here. And this way we can do a couple of things. On the bottom side of this, I'm going to do a drawer and lock this to only handle the saplings. All right. So you are going to get saplings and saplings only. You are going to get locked. Move with the locking tool. Right. And then these we can put into our plant placer, right? And so that's going to go in there, and that's just going to get trees, which it will immediately try and plant, just like that. And then on the top side, we're going to do our other drawer, our birch drawer. There we go. And this one is instead going to be able to get spruce logs. Just like that. And we're going to lock that again. Configure everything. And so this will only try and insert into the place where it knows it can insert those. Those logs we will then want to put into this block placer. So we need to run logistical transporters from this drawer over to here. And yeah, I think I have enough cables, but if not, then we might have to make some more cables. And that's going to be fine. We're going to do this a little higher, just so that our various things don't necessarily conflict. Perfect. Exactly how many cables we needed to the letter. And now we just need to make sure that this goes into there. Oh, and the latex is still going up. So I think actually this is just being pumped out as fast as it can create it. So I am 90% sure that this is working. We'll keep an eye on it to make sure that these are continuing to produce latex. And from that, we can start producing more plastic, which again is the entire purpose of our existence at this point. All right, so I think we are off to a pretty good start here. We've got automated rubber and plastic production. That's what we like to see. From here, we will be able to move on to some of the other automation that we really want to do in this pack. That's going to include things like having a automated mob farm so that we can produce pink slime. And also, we're probably going to want to create a pig farm here so that we can start getting some of our sludge out of the sewer, because that's going to be useful for other projects as well. But for now, we're going to call that the end of this episode. Hey, if you want to come and hang out with us and play and do exciting adventures on our server, all you have to do is click the Discord link below, and it'll give you all the details of how to do that. It's free. But if you like what we're doing here, please do at least give me a thumbs up. We really appreciate that. And also, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. For now, that's the end of this episode. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye, friends.